Hello everyone, Tiffany Manger here, and I have another project to do, this time kind of going in the theme with the matchboxes. Okay, so I first did a tutorial for just a cute little Matchbox gift card holder that's just like a little regular Matchbox, and then I showed you a tutorial on how to do like another Matchbox style type, but this one, when you pulled it open, it had pop-ups to it, like that, and you can put a gift card back in there. Okay, well, I'm going to show you something a little different, kind of in the style of a Matchbox, but it's not a Matchbox. This is a cute little card, kind of like a Matchbox, but not only is it like a drawer here that you can put stuff in, like I said, it doesn't fit a gift card, maybe a square one if those exist. You could put like a piece of like a roll of washi tape or some treats, cookies, or whatever. But not only is it a little drawer here, it is also an easel card. And if you're wondering what an easel card is when you have a card that opens up and then has a little spot inside that you can prop it up, like so. Let me hold it like that, and you can see it props open like an easel. So, very cute, very easy to do. And I love this little saying here. It's from a stamp set that I'm going to be using that I haven't really used too much of. And like I said, you can put like cookies in here, candy, one or two washi tape rolls will work in there, maybe a few little supplies for somebody. Alright, so what we're going to need is, we're going to need a couple pieces of cardstock here. For our drawer itself, we're going to need a 4 7/8 by 4 7/8 square. And I'm using Pear Pizzazz here. For our wrap around our drawer, we need a piece of cardstock at 8.5 by 3. For our back part of our easel, like the actual card and the easel part itself, this is a piece of cardstock at 6 by 3. And then for our actual like front of our card here, this is going to be 3 by 3 square. And we're going to have to score all these here. So we're going to start with the square. This is the 4 7/8 by 4 7/8 square. And let me get my score tool here. And we're going to put it on here. And we're going to score at 1 inch on each side. So we're going to go at 1 inch here. Turn it 90 degrees. Score again at 1 inch. And we're just going to do that all the way around. We're going to take care of all the scoring first while I have it out. Alright, so there's your drawer scored at 1 inch on each side. Let's get our wrap for our drawer. This is our 8.5 by 3 piece. And long ways here, we are going to score it at 1, 4 inches, whoops, 5 inches, and at 8 inches. Okay, so this, again, this is our 8.5 by 3 piece, and it's scored long ways at 1, 4, 5, and 8. All right, and now we're going to take our easel piece, and this is our 6 by 3, and at long ways, we're going to score this at 1.5, and at 3. So again, 6 by 3, score at 1.5 and 3. Okay, so we're done here. Let me move this guy out of the way. Now we have all of our pieces here. Let's work on making our drawer first. Oh, we're also going to need, before we start here, some DSP pieces. For your card itself, you're going to need 2 squares. Both of them are 2 3/4 squares. So 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. And then you're going to need 4 little strips here. And they are 2 3/4 by 3/4 of an inch. And you can do just 2 if you want, or you can do all 4 sides if you want. So we'll set them aside. And to make a box, this is extremely easy peasy. You're just going to cut up to the first lines on each side here, like so. Flip it over 180 degrees and do the other side like this. Boxes can be very simple to make once you get this step down on how to make them. Alright, and now we're gonna take our bone folder and burnish all of our sides here, our folds. Okay. And then we're going to take our fast fuse. So there's my sticky end there. And we're going to put adhesive on each of these little squares here. So once you get the concept of making a box like this, you can make boxes and lids to go with them. Whoops, my fast fuse I didn't do the little stop and check there. Oops, there we go. All right, and then you're just going to assemble your corners like so. Fold them in like this. And this is how incredibly easy it is to make a box. I'm going to keep that one back there with my thumb because I'm attaching this. All right. So there's our box. All right. And then you want to pick which side you want to make your front. So we're going to take two of the pieces here of our DSP, these little thin strips, and we're going to attach them to the front and the back. I got some snail on my desk here. I really should be using white paper or the grid paper under there. Okay, and then we're going to put it on the opposite end here. I do it, yep. All right, there we go. All right, now we want to make like a pool for our drawer. And you can either use the hole punch, the very small one, which I do not have. I'm going to have to use a smaller or a different hole punch here. Let's see, and I cannot get that in there, so that is not going to work. It would be nice if I actually had the real Stampin' Up! Hole puncher, but I do not. So I have another one here. And you're just going to punch a hole, or you can use your paper piercer and pierce that. And you can use anything you want for your pull. You can use a button, you can use a brad, you can use a ribbon. Alright, so I'm just going to punch a hole right there. And I got some of this mint macaron ribbon. I'm going to use this as a pull. And I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive here. You can stick this ribbon. And what I did with this other one here is I just poked it through. I don't know if you can see this. I pulled it out and I tied a knot to it. This one here, I just put a little adhesive because I just want a little bit of a ribbon. Oops. Put this here. I am going to fold him like so and feed him through the hole. And instead of tying the knots, since this is flat ribbon, I am just going to spread this apart kind of like a brad and attach this to the adhesive here. Because I just want a little one. And if you got a little adhesive sticky there, just take your adhesive remover and rub that across to get it off like that. There we go. Alright, so now I have my tiny little pull for my drawer. Okay, so the drawer is done. We're going to set him aside. Alright, now we're going to work on the sleeve part. This is our longer piece. Very, very easy to put together. We're just going to reinforce all of our sides here with our bone folder. Alright. And then we're going to take our 1/2 inch side here, grab our fast fuse again, and some across, and then just assemble our box, or our sleeve like so. Voila. And we can attach our sides to it if we want. put them on here. Alright, so our sleeve is assembled, and I'm going to see the fold here where it folded at the edge. I'm going to make sure that goes in the bottom. And you can slide your drawer right in there. And there we go. We have our box with our little drawer in it. So now it's time to do the card part. So we're going to fold our folds and burnish them. And now with our easel piece here, the 3-inch side is going to be attached to this here. So I'm going to assemble this card first before I attach it onto here. So we're going to take our square pieces of DSP, and this is going to be your outside of the card here with this fold. So we're going to open this up, and we're going to put this in here like so. And then we're going to take our 3x3 piece and our DSP and attach that on here. Just put it on here. Now we got a nice border. So then when you go to attach your 3x3 on here, you are only going to put adhesive on this. See how this opens like this? You're only going to put adhesive on this bottom here. Put a good bit. And then you're just going to line it up like so. Get my fingers down in there. Alright, so then that way when your card opens, it can open that way, and then you can easel it up like that. So now we're going to attach this to the card itself, or the box, excuse me. And it's just going to go and make sure your open is on the same end as where the drawer opens. And you're just going to line it up because it equals the 3x3 there. And you can pull this out and stick your hands under here to get it to stick good. Alright, there we go. Now we have it assembled. It's time to decorate it. Let's put this guy in here. So I already punched out a couple of flowers. I used the Flower Shop stamp set here, and I punched it with the coordinating punch. I did 3 of them. So I already punched them to kind of do like a decoration, and I'm just gonna randomly stick them around on here. Excuse me. I'm just gonna put him like here. I was kind of gonna do like a, like I said, a random thing here on top of each other like that. Alright, and then to make my stamp, I'm going to use, this is better than email. I used this stamp set for this saying here. I thought that was a cool saying. This is a cool stamp set for homemade things, like if you make little treats and stuff, that you got something for create it in my kitchen. If you're a knitter or whatever, you got handmade, your card maker, hand stamped for you. I love this one, can't beat snail mail. And of course, like with cards, better than email. And also what's great with this one is, as you notice, it has the copyright Stampin' Up on each stamp. So if you plan on making items and selling them, Stampin' Up has a policy, if you use their stamp sets or their DSP paper, you need to have their copyright on there. So this stamp set works great for that. There's even one that just says it's Stampin' Up. As long as you have that stamped on there, you're good. So we're going to take the one that says, from my heart to yours. And I'm going to do something a little different when it comes to stamping it. Because we are going to separate the stamp. Because I just want the from my heart to be on the front and then to yours to be on the bottom. And I'm not going to sell this, so I'm just going to give this, so I don't need the whole end Stampin' Up copyright there. So we're going to take our Stampin' Right markers here. And I want to do different colors also. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the red and we're going to color in heart, where it says heart. I haven't showed this technique yet. I haven't showed and talked too much about our markers. This is what's wonderful about our markers, is if you want a stamp to be a bunch of different colors, you can color it in before you stamp it. And then I'm gonna, this was real red by the way, and this is Indigo Island. And then I'm gonna color the From My. So I have From My Heart. And you huff on it like Darth Vader. And I am just going to stamp that there. So there it says From My Heart. I got it a little on the to yours. That's okay, this is just for show. So what I'm going to do is I need to get my stamp scrubber here. We need to clean this stamp off. And we'll take our mister and I'm going to clean this stamp off here. I got a little bit of red still in there. Gotta get that good. And clean this up here. Alright. Do I have it cleaned? Yes, I do. Alright, put that away. Alright. And now we're going to just go, I'm going to flip this over and I'm just going to color the part that says To Yours. So let's color this in. I was going to do this ahead of time, but I haven't shown you guys yet how to do this. So here you go. Here's another technique with some cool product that Stampin' Up! Sells. In case you don't have any, I recommend getting the markers. They're pretty cool. Alright, and then I'm going to stamp this over here because I'm going to... Alright. My stamp was a little wet still there, but that's okay because I'm going to punch that part out. Alright, so the From My Heart part, I am just going to use our punch here, and I smudged him. Oh boy, this is what you get for being rush. And I'm just going to punch him out with that there, with our one label punch. And then I'm going to I'll save this guy for later for something else. I'm going to take our other one, and I'm going to go over to the end here. Because I don't want all this here. This is going to be another trick I show you. And as you see, I don't want all this. So I am going to feed this in here. Like so. See how I fed that in there like that? I'm going to match it up. I'm going to punch it out. And now I got a mini version of this. Isn't that cool? That's what I love about our punches. They're so versatile and everything. Alright. So... I'm not happy with this. I'm not going to put this on here, but just imagine I was going to attach him right there like that. And, or you know what? I think, here we go. I am going to fix this here by making another heart. There we go. How's that? It's another heart. I covered it up. So that's the great thing about handcrafting. When you mess up, you can always find a way to fix it. So I'm going to take this Pear Pizzazz and I am going to sponge the edges. I love sponging. This will also help cover up a few little boo-boos too. Alright, so there we got that. And we're going to take this little tiny piece here and sponge him. Like I said, sponging just gives a nice little extra effect. So if you don't have a whole lot of supplies and you feel like this needs something, sponging is a great thing to do. Alright, so now we're going to attach these guys with dimensionals. So I'm going to take this dimensional here. Whoops. I only need one. I'm going to cut him in half. You know me, the dimensional hoarder. And I'm going to stick him like so on there. And then I only need half. I only need a little guy. So I'm going to just take one of these pieces here and cut up on there because I only need half a piece. Let's see, I'm going to stick him on the back because the regular piece would have been too big. And now we're going to peel our back pieces off. And put him right in the middle there. Alright, and then to make our easel stand, like I said, you take a dimensional and a little piece here, or you can use a button, any kind of accessory. And I'm going to make him stand up a little higher. And you just put him where you want it to stand at. And give that a little push down. And there you go. Voila! Isn't that simple? Isn't that adorable? So there you have your card with your drawer for your little treats there. And then they can display it like this. Isn't that cute? Here, let me get the other one up. And you can also, if you want, get that to stay down a little bit. You can take some string or whatnot, thread it through, like attached to the bottom, and tie it. So that way you have a nice little bow. Kind of looks like a little package. So there you go. If you like what you've seen, please like my video and subscribe to my channel. I love doing tutorial videos for you guys and showing my love of crafting. If you have any more information, if you would like any more information from Stampin' Up, or if you would like to order any of the product here that you've seen, check out my website, www.tiffanymanger.stampinup.net. You can also find me on YouTube. I am Tiffany Manger Stampin' Up Demonstrator. It's a page. It ain't a personal profile. It's a page. So check me out there if you have any questions. Again, I thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you come back for my other videos, and have a nice day.